there, Year 5, it's Mrs Flavell back here with your numeracy, and we're going to do a little bit more work on statistics today, and that's reading information from tables. Thought Spoonie here would like to say hello to you again. I hope you're all well, and let's get on with some more numeracy.
Okay, success criteria today, and it is for you just to be more familiar with how to read information from a table. And there are quite a few questions. Just try and aim to see that you can do your best and get as many right as you can. You should be better with them, and you should be more familiar with those questions that I put on Flavell's Fab 4. You'll find that I've based them all on measures today, measures of angles for a change. Okay, so targets, I can read data from a table, I can answer questions based on statistics, I can solve problems based on data I am reading from a table. Okay, as I said, our questions today are all going to be based on angles. But apart from, obviously, 10 to the power of 4, that's 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Number 1, it's got what does the angle measure? So look at the angle, what does it measure? How many degrees are in a right angle? What type of angle is this, the one shown to the right hand side there? And how many degrees would there be in 3/4 of a circle? Have a go answering them, and we'll get back with some of our answers soon. So first of all, what does our angle measure? So we're reading from here around to there. So we've got 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll find it's exactly between 70 and 80. So the angle must be 75 degrees. Right, okay, and a right angle. Well, a right angle is an angle that you can see in the corner here, often marked by the little square, and it is a 90-degree angle. Okay, and the proof here is when I put my protractor onto the corner, let's measure it up, and as you can see, it measures the 90 degrees on the right angle. Right, what type of angle is this then? Well, we have the choice of acute, obtuse, or reflex. Okay, now acute is normally less than 90 degrees. So obtuse, okay, is between 90 to 180 degrees. Okay, well, we've just looked at a right angle. Okay, so we looked at the right angle, and the right angle would have come up like that. So we know it's more than a right angle. So if it's more than a right angle, it is and is less than 180 degrees, which is a straight line, it's got to be an obtuse angle. Right, okay, how many degrees in 3/4 of a circle? Well, that would be 1/4, which is 90 degrees. That would be 2/4, which is 90 degrees. That would be 3/4, which is 90 degrees. So we've got 90 degrees, times in that by 3. So 3 nines are 27, okay, 270 degrees in 3/4 of a circle. So look at our 10 times 10 times 10. I'm going to squeeze it in. Yeah, times 10. So first of all, 10 times 10, that's easy, 100. Times it by 10 again, that's going to give us 1,000. Times that 1,000 by 10 again, it's going to be 10,000. So nice easy one today. Final answer will be 10,000. Right, okay, so here we have got a timetable. We saw one similar yesterday, okay, and we've got some parts missing out of it. We've got some questions coming up on this table. So don't go filling any in, just take a close look at the table and we will have a look to see how we can fill in some of those answers in a moment. But keep scanning back to this table to answer the next few questions. So the questions are: Journey B takes 1 hour and 16 minutes to get from London to Derby. What time do you arrive at Derby? Number 2, Journey C takes a total of 3 hours and 5 minutes. What time does it arrive at Newcastle? How long does journeys A and B take? What is the difference in time? Two parts to that bit. You need to be at York for an appointment at 14:30. Which is the best journey to take? How much spare time will you have in York before your appointment? You arrive at Sheffield train station at 16:50. How long do you have to wait for the next train to Newcastle? Then how many stations does the 11:37 train stop at before it reaches York? So Journey C takes a total of 3 hours and 5 minutes. What time does it arrive at Newcastle? So we've got to work out the time between here and here, and I'm working that out. I worked that out to be 2 hours 31 minutes. But the total is 3 hours and 5 minutes. So how many more minutes do we add on to 2 hours 31 to make 3 hours 5 minutes? Well, that is 34 minutes. So that 34 minutes gets added on to 1914. 1914, add on the 34, gives us 1948. Right, okay, so number 1, our journey B takes 1 hour and 16 minutes to get from London to Derby. So here's journey B. Okay, we're going from London to Derby. So it's this gap here we're trying to find the answer for. So we're adding 1 hour and 16 minutes onto 11:37. Well, 11 add 1 hour, that would make it 12. And 37, add 37 to our, add 16 to our 37, and that would make 53 minutes. So it's 12:53 when it gets in there. So 12:53. First of all, we have to find out the journey time of A and B. Well, journey time of A was 3 hours 49 minutes. Journey time B, because there's a stop missing, is quicker, which is 2 hours and 57 minutes. The difference between these two journeys is 52 minutes. Right, so you've got an appointment at 14:30 and you need to be in York. So here is York. You've got to be in for 14:30. Well, 13:16, probably a little bit too early. You don't need to be that because that's nearly an hour before, not quite an hour before. But this one gets you 13:58. Okay, so that is 2 minutes to 2. Okay, so it's going to be journey B that you need to go on. So, and then the next question, how much spare time would you have before your appointment? Well, we said that that's 2 minutes to, and you've got to go till 1/2 past. Okay, so 2 minutes, you have got 32 minutes, so it will be 32 minutes spare. Enough time to go and get yourself a cup of coffee. So you arrive at Sheffield train station at 16:50. Well, here's Sheffield. 12:38, that's too early. 13:08, so it's got to be this one. So you arrive at 16:50. The train doesn't leave until 18:27. It says how long you've got to wait to it. So we've got to do the difference between 16:50 and 18:27. Well, 16:50 up to 1700 is 10 minutes. Okay, and then 17 to 18 will be 1 hour, and then 18:27 when the train leaves is another 27 minutes. So we add all those together. So we've got 1 hour, 27, 1 hour, 1 hour and 37 minutes time to spare. Oh, nice easy one here, not too much brain strain. How many stations does the 11:37 train stop at before it reaches York? Well, here's the 11:37 train, that's train journey B, and it's got to go to York. So actually, it doesn't stop at that station, it only stops at that station. Okay, so before it reaches York, which is here, okay, it only actually stops at one station. Okay, this table, what I want you to do is I want you to look at the times, and then I want you to look at converting them into 24-hour clock. Now 24-hour clock is, I gave you a clue the other day, the best way to do it is add on 12 hours. See how you go with these, and we'll come back with the answers on the next slide. So, 24-hour clock, remember either add on or take off 12 hours, converting one way to the other. 7:30 in the evening, well, 7 will become 19, we add on 12, and it will be 30 minutes past, because that's past. 9:47 a.m, well, a.m. it will stay as 9:47 a.m. 13 minutes to 10, so 10 take off 13 will give us 9:47, so 9:47 will be 21:47. Midnight shows as 00:00 in 24-hour clock. 5:15 in the evening, well, 5 o'clock will be 17, and 5:15 will be 15 minutes past, so midday. Okay, shows us 1200 hours. Okay, 11:15 in the evening, well, 11:15 will be 10, which is 22, and then it's 45 minutes, which shows 2:45. 5 a.m. will stay as 500 hours, because it stays as 5 a.m. 20:36, this is where we've got to take off 12 hours, which will give us 8:36 a.m. Okay, and 2300 hours, that's 11 a.m. that will be 11 in the morning, and those are our converted times. Right, I hope you had a good day, a good try at these today. Okay, so again, you've just got to look closely at the information on each table and give yourself a bit of a self-assessment. How did you do? Did you do okay? Did you meet the criteria? All right, or were you not so happy with your results? One or two slightly tricky answers where you have to think between the lines to work them out, especially on the train timetable, but it's always wise to know, thinking about, can you get to your destination on time and give yourself minutes to spare before you go to an appointment or be somewhere. So it gives you thinking time on how to work out timetables on being at your destination on time. So something a bit different again for today. Take care, kids, and I'll be back next week with your next set of numeracy. Bye. Okay, remember to get your work to us either via WhatsApp or email or via our post box. It's always good to see your work, and I have been starting to mark through your work, and there's some good stuff coming in, so well done. Take care, kids. Bye.